of millennials that are leaders in this, leaders in that, leaders in this. So we usually will go and we'll seek those groups out, and we'll get their lists, and we'll go through resumes, and we'll pick the people we think best match what we're trying to achieve with the group that we're creating. So a great example of that is that we work a lot with the Forbes 30 under 30 and 40 under 40 folks to pick people. We also do open recruitment with merit-based application review processes where anybody around the world can apply. And then we go through a series of evaluations to sort of weed people out and then pick the best people chosen from the open recruitment process. To reach people and get them recruited, we'll go through our own email list. We'll rely on alumni of our programs. We also do a lot of social media-based recruitment, so we do sort of guerrilla marketing on Twitter. We do paid Facebook advertising. We also post through LinkedIn on our job boards because millennials, at least in the United States, are always searching, I think, for the next step in their professional development. So places like LinkedIn and job boards are a great place to recruit. Our programs are primarily take the form of fellowships. So they're usually 1 to 2 weeks a year, very intense, but then they're a lifelong membership to a small community. So they're not exactly jobs in that sense, but they are great professional development opportunities, which I think is one of the biggest selling points. When you look at data, you'll see that millennials are driven primarily by networking and professional development opportunities when it comes to their decisions about how to spend their time in nonprofit, how to spend their time engaging with nonprofits. So that's those are really the two main things that we offer, and that's proven to be a pretty attractive sort of benefit package to get people to apply.
I think I just share in Sri Lanka what we we create some really program to take meaning like a voice. We that focus on the political leaders. They come to the reader program and they present, and the panel will ask what are you focusing and what are your ideas. So those type of things we need is the media network. So taking your company for this leadership program, are you focusing on political or social issues? What are those?
So we focus on a wide range of things. Right now we have, well, I'll take a step back and say we have our programs do have more specific focus areas when you get down to the actual work that people are doing. But to take a step back, I think we approach everything from a very holistic perspective that a lot of these issues are interconnected. And one of the things that we place a very high priority on is creating a diverse group of people who have political, economic, science, military backgrounds. For a couple of reasons. One is that the big issues we're trying to tackle, we think, are so integrated, you need to have multiple perspectives around the table to actually talk about them in an effective way. The other part of this is that the millennial generation, as you probably know, at least in the United States, is one of the most diverse generations, and there are direct correlations between the diversity of a group of people around a table and the level of impact that group is going to have when they're developing a project or when they're deciding how to solve a problem. So there's lots of reasons why we try to cultivate that diversity. So that's one way of answering your question, is saying we focus on everything in our selection. Beyond